Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on all games in Fanatical's Gamersky All-Stars bundle of April 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Loot of Baal, a unique idle RPG designed as a desktop sidebar application, allowing you to manage a party of adventurers while multitasking with other activities. You begin by recruiting a 3-member crew from 5 distinct classes: Paladin, Mage, Ranger, Berserker, and Necromancer. As they venture through procedurally generated gothic dungeons reminiscent of classic action RPGs, you manage their skill trees and equipment to overcome increasingly difficult demonic foes and environmental hazards like traps and altars. The primary draw will be the staggering depth of the loot and progression system. With over 1,000 unique items and hundreds of affixes, you can craft, socket, and synthesize gear to reach immortal levels. You must carefully balance resistance and offensive synergies, as the game's difficulty spikes sharply around level 25. While combat is automated, your strategy lies in fine-tuning builds and optimizing target priorities. Visually, the game offers a polished Diablo-esque aesthetic accompanied by satisfying audio cues like distinctive loot jingles. However, you should be prepared for a mobile-inspired vertical resolution and a significantly late-game grind. Because it operates in a sidebar, it stays accessible but can occasionally obstruct your workspace. Despite these quirks, the variety of 72 active skills and 48 passives ensures a high degree of customization. If you enjoy deep theory crafting and the thrill of chasing legendary drops without constant manual input, you'll find this an addictive companion for your daily PC use. It successfully bridges the gap between passive idling and complex RPG mechanics. And number 2 we have Whimsy Bake and Craft, a laid-back anime-style idle simulation game where you restore Starlight Island by establishing automated production lines for farming, fishing, and baking. You combine mystical ingredients like enchanted crops and depth-charged baited fish to craft hundreds of dishes while decorating your cabin to boost your beauty rating. The game features a real-time day-night cycle and a fluctuating barter market where you must time your sales to maximize profits. While it presents a cozy lo-fi aesthetic, you'll find that it functions more as a background desktop companion than a traditional active game, requiring you to leave it running for significant progress. The experience is a polarizing slow burner that demands strategic thinking rather than complex controls. You'll likely feel frustrated by the unreliable workers who suffer from high failure rates and a lack of robust offline progression. Much of your time involves babysitting resource levels, as fishermen and farmers cannot target specific ingredients without consumable lures. Furthermore, the endgame transforms into a tedious grind for randomized furniture, forcing you to farm likes just to re-roll shop inventory. While the 2D art is undeniably charming and the atmosphere is sweet, the gameplay is hampered by clunky menus and a heavy reliance on RNG. If you enjoy incremental progression and cute visuals, you might find it a relaxing secondary activity. However, if you value your time or dislike repetitive loops and punishing success rates, this whimsical bakery might leave a bitter taste in your mouth. And number 3 we have Fantasy Idle Dungeon, a turn-based creature collector and strategy idler where you hatch, capture, and evolve various monsters known as genin to conquer perilous realms like ancient ruins and frozen snowfields. This game offers a hands-off experience where you can set an automator to grind dungeons infinitely, allowing you to focus on high-level management such as fusing creatures, refining legendary gear, and adjusting team formations. While the game provides a relaxing background activity for your monitor, your experience will vary based on your patience for a slow-burning progression system. You'll find a surprising amount of depth in the genin rarity and skill systems, but you must be careful. Sometimes uncommon units outperform epics in damage. However, you should prepare for significant hurdles, as many players report a lack of English translations and a confusing UI that occasionally leads to lost progression or disappearing items. The pace is intentionally monolithic, often requiring you to farm easy lower-level stages to maximize gold efficiency, because high-level scaling feels poorly adjusted. Strategic depth exists through gym socketing and specific unit counters, Yet the late game experience can feel repetitive as you hit stat caps and encounter limited enemy variety in the tower. If you seek a fast-paced title with clear directions, this is not for you. If you enjoy a grindy atmospheric idler that lets you slowly build an unbeatable legion while you work, you'll find it to be a solid, if unpolished addition to the genre. And number 4 we have Monster Battles, an inventory management auto-battler that challenges you to strategically assemble a squad of creatures within a grid-based backpack system to defeat real-world opponents. This game blends elements of roguelike deck builders and turn-based tactics, demanding you carefully buy, position, and combine monsters of various races to trigger powerful buffs. You must navigate the complexities of fusion evolution, where specific units merge through contact to create stronger forms, all while selecting specialized hero classes that dictate your unique combat style. With a mostly positive rating, the game is frequently compared to hits like Backpack Battlers, offering a compelling loop of strategic construction and player dueling. You'll find that success relies heavily on mastering the fusion bestiary to mitigate the impact of RNG, which remains a significant factor during every shop phase. While some players report issues with cringe-worthy character backgrounds, clunky UI elements, and occasional Steam Deck instability, the depth of build variety keeps the experience engaging. However, you should be aware of community concerns regarding poor translations and reports of impossible opponent lineups in the ranking mode. Despite these hurdles, the addition of unlockable creatures and endless mode provides a motivating sense of progression for those who enjoy optimizing layouts. If you appreciate a mix of cute graphics and high-stakes planning, you might find this to be a standout entry in the genre, provided you can handle the occasional frustration of a bad roll. And number 5 we have Stickman Strikes, Conquer Fantasy World, an ambitious indie RPG that transforms you into a minimalist hero after a dragon's breath strips away your true form. This game blends high-stakes combat inspired by Sekiro with deep survival mechanics and a vast sandbox world. Released in May 2025, you begin your journey as a Dragonborn, navigating a landscape filled with dungeons, diverse towns, and random encounters. The game offers immense freedom. You can lead a mercenary squad, focus on trading caravans, or engage in quiet farming and craft making. The gameplay experience is defined by its complexity and its quirks. You must manage hunger, hygiene, and morale while exploring a world that feels alive through its faction systems and resource distribution. While combat is stylish and supports group battles, some players find a default speed Mach 7, making it feel like a chaotic blur. Technical issues are a notable part of the early access phase, with reports of broken movement and untranslated text. Interestingly, some users find that changing regional settings to China fixes speed-related bugs. Despite these hurdles, the depth of content, including building bases and recruiting unique units like bandit mages, is impressive. You'll find delightful RPG community inside jokes and a satisfying sense of autonomy. It is a 7 out of 10 experience that rewards patience, offering a surprising amount of soul beneath its simple Stickman exterior as you strive to regain your former identity. And number 6 we have Your Big Cute Monster Farm, a casual 2D idle simulation that lives at the bottom of your screen, allowing you to manage a lively agricultural world while you work or study. You act as the architect of a miniature homestead where adorable monsters handle the physical labor of tilling, planting, and harvesting. By strategically assigning creatures with specific skills, like watering or harvesting, you optimize your farm's efficiency. You can enhance your workforce through a hatchery and a merge system, which lets you transfer abilities between monsters to create the ultimate team. As you progress, you'll discover dozens of crops that can mutate into valuable whimsical versions like cat-eared cauliflower, while unlocking decorations and expanding into themed regions containing ancient ruins. The experience is perfect if you want a low-stress desktop pet atmosphere, but you should be prepared for some quirks. The fixed position at the bottom of the screen can occasionally obstruct taskbar shortcuts, and the game lacks a detailed manual, meaning you must learn the fusion mechanics through experimentation. Some players find the late-game progression slow, as mutation rates are low and rewards for selling monsters can feel stingy. Additionally, progress does not continue while the game is closed. However, being in a bundle, it is a charming time waster that offers the joy of discovery without demanding constant attention. If you appreciate cute aesthetics and simple strategy, you'll find it a satisfying, cozy companion that turns your workspace into a blossoming, monster-filled sanctuary. And number 7 we have Greedland, a roguelike shoot-'em-up that blends survival-like mechanics with intense twin-stick shooter action, reminiscent of classics like Crimson Land. You step into the role of a futuristic mercenary, navigating dozens of levels filled with millions of monsters that explode into a crimson mist under your heavy fire. The game delivers a visually striking experience of blood and fire, featuring massive hordes, screen-filling explosions, and a symphony of gunfire. You can play solo or grab a friend in the recently added online co-op mode to double your firepower. The progression system allows you to become a mobile arsenal of destruction. You'll visit the armory to customize various power armors and choose from over 300 upgrades, chips, and auxiliary gear to maximize your adrenaline. If the pressure becomes too intense, you can deploy devastating Titan mechs to crush elite foes. While some users report questionable audio design and performance hitches, specifically frame starters on devices like the Steam Deck, the sheer variety of builds keeps the gameplay loop engaging. You can even toggle between auto-aim for a relaxed experience or manual aiming for a true bullet hell challenge. Despite some grindy elements and generic stat boosts, the game offers dozens of hours of content for those who enjoy turning their brain off to slaughter bugs. Whether you're forging a throne of victory or synthesizing ultimate gear, Greedland provides a high-octane time burner that rewards persistent warriors with an ever-expanding path of carnage. And number 8 we have Trench Lord, Eastern Front, an ambitious hybrid war game that blends top-down tactical command with moment-to-moment action, placing you directly into the chaos of World War II's Eastern Front. This game captures the scale of mechanized warfare while maintaining the personal urgency of a shooter, focusing on historic engagements from Stalingrad to Kursk. You gather troops and command squads, navigating a battlefield of steel and fire where courage is your sharpest weapon. Whether leading infantry through the meat grinder of the trenches or directing massive armored columns, every decision you make carries weight. The gameplay offers a deep combined arms experience, allowing you to use hundreds of classic weapons, tanks, and even airstrikes to crush enemy lines. You can immerse yourself in a Soviet campaign or explore the RPG-like Battlefield mode, which features regenerative health, sliding, and rolling for a more modern feel. While the community highlights its potential as a masterpiece, once full workshop support and the German campaign arrive, you should be prepared for some early access hurdles. Users noted occasional UI freezes, pathfinding bugs, and specific resolution issues, particularly on ultra-wide monitors. Additionally, while the game is playable on older systems and offer great value, the controller support requires some patience and remapping. Despite these technical hurdles, the game provides a satisfying immersive sandbox for strategy fans. It successfully bridges the gap between traditional strategy and high-octane action, rewarding you for careful positioning and tactical adaptability amidst the relentless roar of the muzzles. And number 9 we have I Am Legion, Stand Survivors, an action roguelike bullet heaven where you summon up to 8 powerful stands to survive relentless waves of enemies. You dive into a chaotic arena, utilizing a deep synthesis system to upgrade your units from basic warriors to legendary orange stands. By hunting special bosses mid-battle, you seize awakening scrolls that evolve your companions into brand new forms, such as the Monkey King or Skeleton King. The gameplay loop centers on mining resources and forging gear with random attributes, allowing you to combine identical items to create higher tier equipment. With over 100 stands and various hero archetypes, you craft unique strategies to overcome daunting DPS checks. The Artifact mode revolutionizes your endgame by introducing artifact combos that offer massive stat growth and fresh combat mechanics. While you might find a grind for certain orbs intense, the low cost provides significant playtime as you attempt to unlock everything. You appreciate the variety and meta progression, though success on higher difficulties often requires a bit of luck to navigate scripted randomness. Some players feel that reaching an overpowered state is difficult, but the strategic depth in pairing stands, like matching mage heroes with spellcasting units, keeps the experience engaging. Whether you're drafting fighters in a shop for souls or refining your arsenal through the overhauled crafting system, every run offers a fresh chance to discover synergistic builds. This title shines as a casual yet deep experience that plays particularly well on handheld devices for fans of the genre. And number 10 we have Fischer's Fishing Journey, a tranquil idler and desktop companion that transforms your workspace into a cozy aquatic getaway starring a charming hand-drawn fishing cat. You can set the experience to live wallpaper or pin it to your screen, allowing Fischer to fish quietly in a corner while you focus on work or study. The game features dynamic backdrops with day-night cycles and shifting weather, creating a healing atmosphere through the soft sounds of flowing water and gentle breezes. You'll find that the core gameplay is wonderfully low stress. Fischer handles the manual labor while you drop in occasionally to collect rewards, check your bait, and manage your growing fish collection. By earning fish coins, you can upgrade your rod, purchase better bait, and expand your personal tank to earn passive income. You'll enjoy discovering dozens of unique species, including rare miracle fish, influenced by the time and weather. While the idler mechanics are simple and some translations feel a bit basic, the progression system is satisfying for collectors and perfectionists alike. You can interact with visiting NPCs to hear their stories, adding a touch of warmth to the experience. Though it lacks offline progress, the game shines as a productivity tool that encourages you to take healthy breaks. Whether you're seeking 100% completion, over 250 hours, or just want a cute companion to brighten your desktop, it offers an incredibly pleasant, low-cost escape. You'll find it to be the perfect silent co-worker for any busy routine. At number 11 we have Tiny Pasture, a charming pixel art farm simulator that lives at the bottom of your screen, serving as a cozy companion while you work or study. You begin by purchasing adorable baby animals, ranging from common rabbits and cats to fantastical slimes and ghosts. As you provide care, these critters grow into adults, dropping coins that you collect to expand your pasture. The game offers significant depth through a breeding mechanic, where you use a mystery curtain to raise new life, and a rarity system where species feature unique visual variations. While tagged as an idler, you'll find it requires active management initially. You must manually feed your pets, scoop waste, and administer medicines to prevent illnesses. If you neglect them, your pasture can quickly become overwhelmed by mess and sick animals. However, as you progress, you can unlock magical facilities and auto features like the Money Beehive or automatic cleaners, eventually transforming the experience into a self-sustaining background decoration. You can even customize the pasture's length or use the middle mouse button to make animals follow your cursor. The aesthetic is wonderfully soothing, utilizing a pastel palette that provides emotional support without being distracting. Though some technical bugs and a steep early game grind exist, the balance between a management sim and a peaceful desktop buddy is well executed. If you need a little whimsy to survive a long shift or a study session, Tiny Pasture offers a delightful way to keep tiny scampering friends right at your fingertips. And that's all for this bundle. The Gamersky All-Stars bundle is a total win for anyone hunting hidden gems without nuking their wallet. Starting at just $5.99 for 2 games, it scales up to a 5-game loot drop for $12, making each key a steal. With bangers like Greedland and I Am Legion carrying very positive Steam ratings, the value is cracked. Whether you're grinding farming sims or tactical roguelites, this setup lets you dodge the fluff and main the good stuff. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.